Hi, I'm Pat Sharp. I'm the food editor of Texas Monthly, and we're here today with Kerry Bexley, who's the owner of Snow's Barbecue in Lexington. And Snow's was the place that we named our #1 barbecue joint in Texas when we did our big barbecue issue back in June. And since Kerry was here today to give us a thank you party for doing him that favor, we thought it would just be fun to get him to talk a little bit about how things have been since the big issue came out. And Kerry, the first thing I wanted to ask you was, where the hell is Lexington, Texas?
That's what a lot of people ask. We're 50 miles east of Austin, right in the middle of Austin and College Station.
And just for a little bit of background, how long has Snow's been open, and why did you decide to open a barbecue joint?
We've been open since our first day was March of 2003. I had known Miss Tootsie, which is my pit boss. I had known her. She's a lifelong friend of ours that has a ranch close to ours, and she's kind of been the icon in our area for barbecue, and I felt like the combination of the two of us could really put a good business together.
Well, now, I know that she had a little experience before in running her own barbecue business. Is that right?
To this day, she's got probably 40 to 43 years experience behind the mop at the barbecue pit. She's definitely a veteran.
Yeah. Now, are you guys open 7 days a week? What are your open hours?
We're open Saturday mornings and Saturday morning only, and from 8 a.m. till we sell out, which is usually anywhere from 11 to 12 or 1, sometimes as early as 10.
Well, one thing I wanted to ask, because we've heard so much about this from the feedback that we've gotten from our readers, how did your life change before and after our magazine story came out?
It'd probably be good if my wife would explain that one, but it really, we didn't have ideas really what to expect, but it has changed dramatically in kind of what we've done. Our big issue was quality, and the quality of our product was as our #1 goal and has always been, and that's where we tried to focus on, and we did ramp up our volume considerably, probably 3 or 4 times, but it's just taken good hard work from a good group of people, and I feel like we've met the challenge to this point.
How many pounds of barbecue were you serving before the story came out, and how many are you serving now, or how many did you serve after the story came out?
We were serving probably 200 to 300 pounds, mainly just to locals and some. We had a lot of customers from the local communities that brought cattle to our auction sale there on Saturday, which is just down the street. And from the time the article came out, we went up to anywhere from 800 to in excess of 1,000, probably as much as 1,200 in some weeks.
So business tripled?
At least.
Yeah. And has this surge in customers leveled off a little bit, or is it still pretty much the same?
We thought several weeks ago it had leveled off. It had actually slowed down maybe for a week or two, and we began to kind of back off on part of our quantity, and just as we did that, another surge hit, and it's actually, I guess, leveled off a little bit, but not a lot.
What's the farthest distance anybody has come to get Snow's Barbecue? Like from across the state, or?
We started keeping a register, and each week we have, I would say, 5 to 10 or 15 from out of state. As to what reason they're in the area, I don't know, but it's just amazing as how far everybody drives on a weekly basis. We've had them from California. I met a guy from California in Giddings at the airport, and he flew in from there with about 50 plus pounds of frozen brisket. We've had a gentleman from Hong Kong, numerous from California, New York.
So this man from Hong Kong, was he in the country, or did he come all the way from Hong Kong just to get Snow's?
I'm not real certain as to which one. I think he was in the area the first time, and the second time I think he made a kind of a combination business trip and a reason to come visit us the second time.
Yeah, I have been wondering, tripling your business is a pretty good deal, but did you ever secretly curse us?
I think it's been a blessing. I mean, I've always tried to achieve the most I can out of any project. I think Miss Tootsie at times has questioned whether or not she had open the door for you again. But for the most part, we're truly blessed that we've had this change, and it's been a big challenge for us to meet the demand of how much it has changed. But I feel like we're on target and have done well.
Yeah, well, that's great. Now, I understand that you have just started taking orders online. Is this right?
Yes, ma'am. We've worked diligently the last month or so to try to get our online. Everybody asks us, well, won't you open another day or two? And our local market is just not there for another day. And really the only way to increase our business was to go online with it. And it seems to be a very popular and a lot of interest in it. And hopefully that'll go online by the first or second week of December.
What is your website? How does somebody get to your website? Is it snows.com?
www.snowsbbq.com.
And one final question. How did a barbecue joint in Central Texas get the name of Snows?
When Mother was pregnant with me, elderly gentleman asked my brother, did he want a little brother or sister, and he said, I want a little snowman. So when I hit the deck, I was Snowman, and that was kind of a nickname. By the time I got to school, it was Snowman, and it just shortened to Snows.
And it's been that way ever since.
It's been that way ever since.
Yeah. Kerry, thank you so much for coming and serving us barbecue today, and thanks for talking to me. We really appreciate it.
Well, I thank you and for your entire staff for what they've done for us.